Okay, in this section, we are going to talk about moving even closer to achieving your goals by creating objectives and a plan for your sales business. Now, once you've done that SWOT analysis that we just went over, you want to take what you've learned and put it into action. Hopefully, you took a few days or a week to really dig into that SWOT analysis to figure out what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are the opportunities, and what are the threats you need to be aware of. You have to determine the objectives that you're going to get together with your team or your support staff, and that you're going to pursue with a plan for achieving those objectives. Now, this is going to give you the clarity that you need to get away from where you are today and move to where you want to be. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to escape the overwhelm and get into an area of success. So we're going to start with those strengths. How are you going to double down on the things that you're already doing well? The strengths part of your SWOT analysis should be the low-hanging fruit. These are the things that we already know. We don't have to recreate the wheel. We just have to deploy what we already know works in our business and get more success from that. Do you have a high close rate? Can you focus on getting more prospects into your funnel if you're really, really good at closing? Do you have a large email list? Can you work on converting those inbound leads or the email list that you already have to be more than just readers, but actually members of your community or buyers of your product? Now you want to take a look at your weaknesses, and you want to figure out how can you change, or at the very least minimize, or in the best case, eliminate these areas of weakness. For example, is your profit margin or your ability to earn commission lower than other times in your career or on other products you might sell? So how can you create a plan for reducing your cost of doing business or focusing on higher margin things that might be able to earn you more profit or more commission? Do you have trouble keeping your customers? Is customer satisfaction or customer retention a problem for you? Is there a strategy you can deploy to put this into place? Now, we actually have a deeper training on this very specific topic of how you can keep your customers, ensure that they're happy, ensure that they stay with you for long periods of time. And if you'd like to learn more about that, there's a box somewhere here you can click, or you can just email me at hello@jeffsaro.com. I'd love to talk with you more about this very specific, customized training that we have that we can adapt to your needs and your business and help you. Now, if you are already done looking at your weaknesses, what you want to do now is look at your opportunities. These are the things like new markets that you can move into, or things in your business that are available to you that you haven't really tapped into. So for example, could you implement something like new technology? And a CRM is an example of this. You know, if you're not very efficient, but you've already got people coming into your system, or you've got customers out there, if there's a way for you to manage that process, even automate the process of managing your customers, that's an opportunity you might want to consider. Or could you find a better program than what you already have? You want to determine the greatest opportunities for your business. You want to then hone down to actual steps that you can take to capitalize on those opportunities. Listen, an opportunity is different than a strength. A strength is something you're already knocking out of the park. An opportunity is something that you're kind of teeing up for an expansion for your business, or at least a more efficient opportunity to run your business. Now, the last thing that we want to do, and don't discount this, is finishing the SWOT analysis and looking at opportunities and a plan with those threats, because you need to avoid or adapt those things that are potentially hurting or could hurt your business. As you're coming out of a slump, or as you're emerging from economic contraction, removing all of the threats that are going to get in the way and cause friction in your business is vitally important at this stage. So you have to take steps to look at how you can adapt to your customers, to the needs, and make sure that others are not scooping up those customers that you might be neglecting or not servicing in the best possible way. Do you need to change your pricing strategy to keep up with the competition? That's an extremely important thing for you to look at right now. People are buying products and services differently. People are valuing products and services differently. So maybe you need to either change your price or change your value proposition. So what is it that people are actually getting by working with you or doing business with you? And remember, it's important to create both the objectives or the goals and a plan for how you're going to move forward and meet those goals. You can have great intentions, but if you don't create a roadmap to get to the ultimate success you're looking for, then all of it is for nothing. And again, we have deep dive training programs available to you for these exact topics. We can create and customize them for your business, your product, your industry. So feel free to get in touch with us. Click on one of the links around here that get in touch with us, or just email me, hello@jeffsaro.com. I'd be happy to put you in touch with some of these resources. Now listen, it's not enough to say that you just want to increase your earning potential or that you want to have a better product offering. You have to look at the specific steps that you're going to take to make that happen. There has to be a roadmap. We want to help you get there. Your objectives need to be measurable. You have to be able to determine whether or not you've hit your objective. If it isn't measurable, you're never going to know. So what you want to do is, if you've decided you're going to take 90 days or 120 days to get from where you are to where you want to be, you have to know what does success look like, and that's what making it measurable means. It also has to be achievable. You have to be realistic in your goal setting. You have to aim for things that you can actually achieve, but just a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Now, in another training, not this one, but in another one, we are going to talk about how you can take massive action far and above what you're already doing and get even deeper outside of your comfort zone. But that's for another training. The last thing that your training needs, your objectives need to be are timely. You need to set a specific date, and again, 90, 120 days, maybe 30 days, maybe a year. I don't know what your specific case requires, but you want to set a specific date in which you're going to achieve those objectives. It's going to give you and your team a sense of urgency to be effective. So doing the best at this moment puts you at the best place for your next moment. That's a quote from Oprah Winfrey. Everybody knows who Oprah is. And she's someone who has persevered a lot in her life. But you want to take this moment and look at this temporary discomfort or heartburn or inconvenience that you're feeling, and understand that this is just an opportunity for you to mentally and physically reset your business. You're using this moment of discomfort to set yourself up for the next moment of success.